Hi folks, so what we're going to do today is a quick unboxing of the new, well it's not new, it's new to me, Elite Drivo II. Let's see what's inside. So a new Elite Drivo II, it's been out a while. This is a warranty replacement for the first version which I had for 2 years. Great trainer, really miss it. I've been a week without. You really miss a smart trainer whenever you have to go back to a dumb trainer. And plus FEC, Bluetooth obviously. It's obviously it sends power, sends speed and cadence. A lot of people think you have to put in the cadence sensor for it to send cadence. You don't. It actually sends a cadence without the cadence sensor. 24% maximum. 2,400 watts, I believe. Not that I'm ever putting that out. And it's compatible with all the usual platforms that we all know and love, but let's face it, most of us are on Zwift. I'm on a training program with Training Peaks, which is through Zwift, which is really handy and really cool. So what's inside? Let's have a look. There's a bag of goodies. We have an instruction manual. Probably won't read that. They provide a skewer. I actually use through axle, so won't need that. Nuts and bolts to put it together. Don't remember that in the last one. These are the spacers for through axle or quick release, which is good. The beauty of this is it is truly through axle compatible out of the box. It doesn't need an adapter. You use your standard through axle. It's I think one of the best. This and the Cyclops hammer are probably the best. What have we got? We've got Kino map, whatever that is. We have my e-training. It's a coupon for 3 years for my e-training. I got a lifetime with the first one. Don't really use it that much, to be honest with you. 2 months on Sufferfest. Might try that. Jesus. There's everybody. Roovy. What are they giving you? 30 days 3. Oh, that's not so good. Bikeville. Never heard of that. There's a brochure of all their other stuff. Ooh! They actually gave a spanner this time. That's quite cool. Okay, so that's the gubbins that's in that. We have power supply, I guess. Yeah, power supply. Hopefully a UK one. Yeah, UK one. Wouldn't want it to be European now, would we? Well, I'm still in Europe. Okay, that's that. What else have we got? There's a few other bits and pieces. We have this is a new one for me, so I'm guessing the legs on this fold out differently than they did in the version 1, so this is obviously part of the legs. The cadence sensor kit, like I say, on the version 1, I thought you needed to install it. Turns out you don't, and it's a pretty big, horrible thing, which I couldn't get to fit on my bike properly. Hence the reason why I didn't use it. So if anybody wants a cadence sensor for a Drivo, let me know. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, like I say, that's a new bit. I'm not sure about that. Oh, there's way more boxes in this than there was on the other one. This I'm guessing is the legs. Oh yeah, so it's a leg system similar to the Dorito, whatever you want to call it. So that's completely different to the old Drivo. The old Drivo was just locked into place and it was very easy. There's a slightly different kettle of fish. We have, and then the unit itself, which to all intents and purposes it's not cream. It's not black either, it's like a dark grey. That's quite nice actually. Much better than the old one. So I think I need to get some tools and put some legs on this. So I'll be back in a second. So I think all the tools I need to put these legs together and put everything together is actually supplied. You've got 13mm spanner, there's a 13mm nut, and these, whatever these are, 13mm. Also in the bag of bits we have the old Allen key, and as I said before, these are the spacers to convert from quick release to through axle or vice versa. So all good there. And just looking at the bits that we have nuts, four bolts, 2 nuts. This is a cover for the front. Excuse the strap. The spanner supplied. There's a skewer, but won't be using that. These are the legs, which fit on here. And this is the trainer. Just a bit of close-up view. There's an access panel. These are your lights. These will flash up with your connection. There's a tension adjuster here, which a lot of people don't know about. But yeah, it's quite a nice beast. They are a beast. They're heavy buggers. So anyway, let's see if we can put this together. So actually, instructions, might have to use them. Yes, a man using instructions. It should be fairly straightforward, but these things are a bit of a, not too sure what these things are all about. I think they're to lock in place. They're quite tight, so I'll just loosen them up. So it looks like, I'm assuming, Elite's facing backwards. So basically this will go in here, and then we'll put a nut and bolt through there. Same here. So I'm guessing it's the long one. Washer in the top. Bit of jiggery pokery. It's not wanting to just drop in. Maybe. Strange that that's. There we go. Washer in the bottom and the nut. Same the other side. Pretty straightforward really, there's just a few bolts. I'm starting to think this is actually the wrong way around now, but I'm not going to tighten everything up. So that seems to, right, yeah, and then that locks in place. Same here, it locks in place. And then this bad boy seems to go on here. So that's what it'll look like whenever it's put together. I'll tighten everything up whenever I'm sure of what I'm doing. The spacers I need to change over. It's pretty straightforward with the spacers. You get the 12mm one. I'll just screw off the end cap here on the drive side. The others are, it's just a pop-in job really. That'll create the spacer. I know this is out of camera, but I'll just change it while I'm here actually. This will need a bigger spanner to just nip it up. So I'll do that in a bit whenever I put the cassette on and have my first test ride. I'll come back afterwards maybe and do a quick comparison, my own views of the version 2 compared to the version 1. The stats for them are pretty similar. The accuracy of the power is supposedly more accurate than this, but it was supposed to be very accurate in the first one. But I'll just probably more, like I'm not trying to sell you the damn thing, so I'll probably just come back more and give you, does it feel any different? Is it quieter? Is it louder? I haven't got any footage of me using the first one to compare it to, so it's irrelevant, but I'll give you my version of what I think of this versus version 1. Like I say, I had version 1 for two and a bit years. There was a slight technical hitch with it towards the end. It was only slight. You know, basically the readings were slightly out. But in terms of usability, the thing was perfect. I never had any bother, no maintenance bar, greasing, a pulley wheel. There's a lot of trainers on the market that are breaking down left, right and centre. This doesn't seem to be one of them, or hasn't been one of them. Now, I'm sure there's other people out there with different views on that, but that's my own experience. So, yeah, I'll come back probably with a very quick, how does version 1 compare to version 2? Whether or not I have any issues with it, on general feedback. So I'm going to finish putting this bad boy together because it's nearly 8 o'clock and I have quite a hard training session to do, so I need to get cracking. Hopefully you've enjoyed this so-called unboxing. If you like what you see, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and indeed if you've got if there's anything you'd like me to have a look at or give you an honest opinion on, give us a shout, because one thing I do give is an honest opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching again. Till next time, cheers.